Hey guys, it's your boy. This is Norman Detailing After Dark. I'm just coming in because I feel like I am.
It's over 9,000!
And I had a good friend tell me that, hey, I was watching your videos and I couldn't flip and hear you because you were so quiet. I did an update on my computer and my filters got wonky. So I had to delete my filters, re upload them, and now I'm able to do, hopefully, a better video that you can hear me. Or otherwise,
God damn!
I'll have to go through my filters again. But we're going to kick this off into how to detail the interior of your car properly. I'll be going step by step on how I do it to where I personally feel I achieve a level of perfection that has gained recognition through my clients and through my peers that have seen my work. And yeah, I just want to share it. So hopefully it helps out a detailer or a car enthusiast. Most importantly, hopefully it helps a future client that goes to a detail shop and they understand the level of care that their car should have for the price that they're paying for and what to look out for. You know, I have details around me that charge half of what I charge, and I end up getting their client because they oversaturated the seats. They now smell mildewy. They didn't get stains out. It doesn't smell clean. It smells just as weird as they left it. Um, they didn't know how to wipe the interior windows down, stuff like that. So I'll be kind of going into each and every part that I do to start to finish. And this helps out detailers, you guys, because I get one car done within uh, 2 to 4 hours, depending on severity. But if I get a car done in 2 hours, the customer can pick it up in about two and a half, three, and it's dry to the touch. So hopefully this helps you, clients. I work that fast because I work that efficient. And I always have to tell like my new clients and also my older clients that bring their new clients, you pay for the skill. You don't pay because it's just the work's getting done. And, that's just the reality of it. So let's kick off into this. I'm gonna switch over. Um so first and foremost, I go into walking the customer on the car, asking them pain points. Did you spill coffee? Spill food? Do you work out? Do you have kids? I ask these types of questions because I need to know what type of dirt and debris that I'll be facing. I've cleaned gym rats cars. They're super oily, super salty. They spill their protein shakes or whatever shake drink in the car 99.99 times out of 10. Uh, and I need to make sure I understand that it's somewhere or nowhere. So getting all that done, agreeing to the price, then I get their keys, and then I start hammering out on the car. I take out the floor mats, whether they're carpet or vinyl floor mats. The situation changes. If they're carpet, I just leave them to the side and I shampoo them when I'm shampooing the rest of the carpet. If they're vinyl, I take out my uh, heavy degreaser and then I saturate foam them so that way it's bubbling and eating away at any nasty gunk. And I leave it to the side to clean them last with the solution I sprayed on them. I go right away to a blowgun. I have a high performance blowgun. This one specifically I have. This thing is straight up awesome. It is the best one that I've yet to get. It makes me feel like I got because I'm able to hit the hidden crevices. I'm able to get between uh, car the car seat uh, ears, so I can actually blow the nickels and quarters and grime out of the seat locks that are on the floor, the seat railing, and going into the hidden little compartments on the door jamb, center console, blowing out the vents, stuff like that. It's perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better system. That being said, if you don't have an air blow gun and you have to resort to vacuum only, you got to get, what is it called? The rigid vacuum. I think it's a rigid. vacuum 4 gallon, I think it was. This is the one I used to have. Yeah. Uh, mm. Yeah, this one. It has 5 horsepower, which is great. Holy crap, the price went up on that thing. I guess just get the Vac Master 5 gallon with the 5.5, $100. There you go. Um, or the We Clean. I don't know what that is. It seems like it's not a brand, but I do stuff like that to where um, the vacuum, you just have to get more attachment to get into the crevices and stuff like that when you're vacuuming and removing debris. Um, so after I get done vacuuming, I get all the trash out. It's as clean as can be before shampooing. I spray the door jambs with a pretty heavy degreaser. Um, I use the not a degreaser. I use an exterior car. It's called Pro 50, I think it is. And I'm gonna do an actual live video here in the next week about doing full interiors. This is the stuff I buy. You know, this is 2 gallons, basically 145, 146 divided by 2.5. It's basically $60 a gallon. And I get that and I spray that in the door jams, but that's real. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not fake. But I do use a microfiber mitt to actually clean that. When I clean cars, I don't just spray that on and spray it off. It works great if you have like a truck hauler, but that's the stuff I spray in the door jams. I agitate it with a brush and stuff like that. Let it sit for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then I pressure wash it off, and it is clean as a bell. Love it. It's one of the best exterior shampoos that I've bought that has done wonders. It's really great when I'm gonna ceramic coat or wax a car with a machine because it strips off any old wax down to just clear coat as it makes it's just perfect. But I do that for the door jams, and then after that I go to carpet shampooing. And carpet shampooing, less is more. When you're spraying um, car seats and all that stuff, understand what you have. Like understand the chemical you're using. Um, or bottle. And I buy yeah, it's like a smaller one. It's like a handheld. It pretty much looks like this black one right here. Half gallon, it's about $30. Yeah. And it's just push button. And I put my shampoo detergent in there. I put my door jam spray bottle, another one. It's perfect. It's one of the best things to help you not, and also for my interior bottles. And I got them labeled for each one of them. That way I don't spray a wrong solution in the wrong spot. But this is less is more. So when you're looking at these dilution ratios on chemicals, car fabric shampoo, yeah, you really have to read the labels. High foam would never do that. Um, the fabric clean by Chemical Guys is good. I haven't had that one. It's cheap. Carpet Bomber is pretty good. The fabric clean is one of the best ones I've ever seen. It is magic. I have to be quite honest with you. They must have a citrus cleaner in there to cut through a lot of the stuff. Um, but you better be paying attention to dilution ratios. You, uh, that's real. That's real. I've done it. I've seen it done. I still have it in my arsenal. But when you're getting to shampoo, and I put it in a spray bottle, I follow the dilution ratio to a T, and I will sometimes undercut the soap because of how potent these soaps are. Because when you're dealing with interior car scrubbing shampoo, You don't want it to be super foamy. You don't want to cause like what was that scene? Scene in a movie where there was soap all in the house. It's gonna bother me. Oh, it's gonna bother me. I'll find it later, but you just don't want to have it blowing up in your extractor because you won't be able to suck up as much as fast, and you'll be draining it all the time because of how much foam is in the seats. And if you leave soap in the car seats or on the carpet or even the headliner, it attracts more dirt because it's crispier. Because that soap becomes like very stiff, and from the feel of that, it's also disgusting. So you want to make sure you are handling this correctly, or otherwise, what are you doing? So I do a light mist over the seats, and then I scrub them. I don't do a oversaturation spray. I don't use those trigger sprayers; those break all the time. I just went straight to a rechargeable sprayers. Some of them last 4 or 5 hours. There's other ones that last 8 hours. And you're not, and you have to think about this as well. You're not spraying 24/7. You're spraying for maybe 2 minutes on each seat, 1 minute to 2 minutes on the floor. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 6, 20 minutes of spraying. So that sprayer is going to last all day. Then you go home and you plug it in. If you're a mobile detailer, if you're at a shop like me, I have a bench for them that plug them in, go home. Um, Super awesome. I have had the same ones now for 2 years at $25. They paid for themselves. I don't know how many pump sprayers that I broke uh, over the years, but I guarantee it's more than $25 per spray ball. I can honestly say on the trigger sprayers, I probably broke at least $100 to $200 worth of. I'm leaning more towards the $200 after being in business for 7 years. So there you go. They hold a half gallon, so a tremendous amount. And then when you're done with the shampooing, and you better extract all the soap out. You better see only water coming through. I can't stress that enough. It's going to be the best for you, and it's going to be the best for your customer. Because if you have soap in there and stuff like that, it also takes longer to dry. Once I'm done shampooing, I move on to the plastic, leather, and vinyl. And the reason why I do it this way is all that debris that you're going to end up brushing out, wiping up after yourself, you'll be vacuuming at the end. So this is where I have my high power airbrush. I have one of those spray guns that's auto trigger, and then I have auto detailing brushes. Um, I just have the bore ones. The bore ones are my favorite. They can take a beating. If you get the nylon, they don't like themselves after a couple of doing some vents in the cars. I have not tried scrub sponges because here's the thing: scrub brushes, scrub sponges are super awesome because they take off everything super quick. That includes the seal coat that's on the leather, plastic, and vinyl. If you use those, understand you might catch yourself in a situation of repairing somebody's car, placing parts on people's car, and losing money out of the whole detail because they'll just be like, you know what, I'll just take the free detail and whatever, I'll fix that on my own time. And then you spent 2 to 4 hours on somebody's car and you just lost the whole sale. And no, they're going to tell somebody, hey, they messed up my car. Look at this. Person's like, go in there. It is what it is. So you have to be careful of all that. So I don't like sponges for that reason. But I like brushes. Brushes, you can't take stuff off to that degree that fast unless you were scrubbing like a madman for like an hour. Um, and that's how I do the plastic, leather, and vinyl. And then with the plastic, leather, vinyl, um, the 3D is all right. I like the all-purpose one. This is a nicer one. It's for more. It's for my personal opinion, a lot more for dirtier vehicles. Stain remover spray, oxygen base. Oxygen based sprays are nice, but don't get the all in one. I always dislike when it says, "Oh, this cleans and conditions." It's like that's disgusting because something's staying behind. Because otherwise, you can be caught like this, and then you're just not gonna like it. So if you do two different chemicals, the before and after, you're gonna be like this,
You win.
and that's just
Perfect.
gonna be the best thing for you. So the all green by chemical guys is all right. I don't I'm not against it. It's just nah. Um, what's it called? Yeah. So I mean these two right here, boom, the 3D wannabe. So this is real. The $35, and then you got one for 43. You put them together. That's the reality of it. Like you should not be using one chemical that does the beginning and end. Like it's just disgusting. Um, Once I'm done with the cleaning the plastic, leather, and vinyl, I move on to the windows because I'm at the finish line almost. I'm 400 meters out. What was it called? Stoner Invisible Glass Cleaner. This is one of my favorites. One of my favorites. And then I get the aerosol cans. One, if you, I don't like using the liquidized stuff. It stays longer. It absorbs more onto your microfiber to where you're gonna be wiping more. So I don't like that. I like the aerosol cans only. So to each his own. If you prefer the spray bottle style instead of the aerosol, hat off to you because I'm not doing it. Um, Microfiber rags, brand new rags, or you only have window cleaning rags. Like you have to have literally a separate bin for glass cleaning and then a separate bin for interior, and then I have a separate bin for exterior, and then I have my rags on their last dying breath that are for cleaning and wiping off the rims after cleaning them. Um, yeah, and that's just how it is. So, getting done with the windows on the inside and outside, the invisible glass is great. Um, I use if it's a dog car that licks windows and their face is always against windows, I will use um, leather vinyl, plastic leather vinyl cleaner on the windows first to get rid of all that gunk to help reduce one, my time cleaning the windows just using glass cleaner, and two, actually removing the oils and suffocants that are embedded in the glass or even the tint, because this is safe for tint. So this just makes it, a mindless cleaning rather than using the wrong glass cleaner, because there's glass cleaners that will eat um, tint because they have an ammonia or they have some type of alcohol that will damage it. So there's that. Um, After glass cleaning, I put on my protectant. One of my favorite protectants is, I think it's maybe, I don't know. Yeah, clean and shine, that one. I don't really like that one. That one kind of, I don't know, it wasn't good for me. I didn't really like it. So I don't have anything against it. It just might be because I'm in Alaska, so we have a lot more harder riders up here, like a lot more machinists. So leather up here gets dirtier faster. So maybe that's the reason why. Um, it just wasn't good for this area of the world. On top of that, I put that clean and shine on, and I use a spray gun, to put that stuff on. So it just goes on evenly. It's a light coat. And then it just kind of engulfs on that bare surface to have a oilless and kind of it has a less tack feel than the way that you'll do it by rag. Um, of course, I do light to miss on a spray rag, and that's the only time I have a hand pump trigger is with that protectant. That's the only spray bottle I got that's non-auto because I just want to lightly wipe the dashboard, wipe the edges of the window. So I'll miss spraying. I only spray gun 4 inches below where the window seal is, so I don't get that oil on the window, and then you kind of ruin your day. And it makes it faster. So I mean, I get done spraying that in like 2 minutes on a car, you know, and then able to get between the seats to actually get that um, protectant shine interior cleaner on there. It has sped up my process like tenfold, being able to just rather than trying to wipe down, get all the crevices by hand. And then I actually use less. I use less of that rather than when I was doing it by hand. So food for thought. If I'm wrong, if it's not your game, don't play it. Uh, Stuff like that. Once I make it to this point and the car's done, I close the doors. I leave them 1 inch cracked. Now, mind you, I didn't say I vacuumed yet. I haven't vacuumed because I'm letting it dry. I'm letting stuff get untangled, detangled, and then I go to the floor mats that I left to the side. If they were, if they were vinyl. Now, if they were carpet, they would have been getting cleaned while I was shampooing the car. I would have shampooed those rugs as well because they need time to dry as well. Um, After scrubbing the floor mats that are vinyl, I then pressure wash them off. I clamp them up. That way they're vertical, getting dry as well because they'll dry 1,000 times faster than carpet. Ooh, that's what I forgot to show you guys. Drill brush attachments. So this is very big that you should have as well. Is You can buy them locally, but I buy the drill brushes off of Drill Brush. Boom. Oh, it's a mega kit right there. I don't even know what that's all for. Anyways, that's crazy. And you can go to home and they have it now sectioned out. So they're just out of stock on a lot of stuff because everybody wants to be a detailer. I don't mean to say that rudely, but I see a lot of people that try to be detailers and then they scratch a car, they blow up somebody's infotainment system in their car by oversaturating it with water. Um, when I'm around the electronics, I spray into my brush and then I flick my brush and then I brush the electrical components. That way, it is the least amount of cleaner that's still effective. I don't try to just go at it dry and all this other stuff. And then I wipe it with a rag and then I'll blow it with uh, my air gun. That way, I have the least amount of risk to clean somebody's infotainment system. Um, and I learned that day one. Like that's just, but I'm an electronics person as well. It's like, yo, I'm not putting cleaner on electronics. I've damaged enough stuff of my own to where I understand the rest. So hopefully that makes sense. And then after this point, when I'm done with the floor mats, I then go back into the car, vacuum out anything I below the crevices before I start vacuuming, of course, to make sure anything that was stuck is loose. I vacuum the car, and then it's done. I'm completely done. It usually takes 2 hours. If it's a larger vehicle, 2.5 to 3, and if it's severe, 4 hours. and price accordingly. Full interiors on sedans, and Jeeps and stuff, 250. Then once it goes into like the SUV range, it gets up to 300, and also F-150s is 300 for me. It's when it gets into the big boys. We're talking excursions, third row seating. That's when I get into the 350, $400 range in vans as well. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully you are now uh, able to handle this and get ready and be able to handle your own stuff. I don't want you guys to be getting this when you mess up. So thanks for listening. Give me a comment, say some things. If you have questions, hit me up with whatever state you're in. I do pricing for Alaska, but I don't mind diving in with other people and helping them win as well when they're in their own city and state. So keep it twisted, and thanks for staying up late at night with Detailing After Dark. Peace.